So in my community poll, I asked you what kind of store you would like to see high-end dupes from, and you guys told me Hobby Lobby. So today we're going to kind of combine that with a thrift flip high-end dupe using Hobby Lobby as an inspiration, and let's get started. Our first stop is Hobby Lobby. We're going to head on inside and we're going to get some inspiration, and when we're done, we're going to head on home and go shopping in the garage. So let's go in the garage. I have kind of stuff everywhere. This is a shared space, and so I'm sure, actually I know, that my husband would love for me to get rid or put away or find a space or use or whatever the things I have in here. So I have this top space up here that is full of things that I've gotten at garage sales or that I just have had or went to a thrift store. I also have these two cabinets here, this one down below, this one right here, and if we get in there, I have several things in here that I have gotten at garage sales or thrift stores, and so I need to really use up some of the things that I have. So we're going to go ahead and do a little bit of shopping here in the garage, and then I'm going to go ahead and bring it upstairs and we'll get started doing some thrifted DIYs today. So one thing that's super popular right now is amber vases. Here's a few pictures of the ones I found at Hobby Lobby. When I was garage selling this week, I came across several amber glass jars and vases at one particular garage sale. So I went ahead and I picked them up. They're super easy to style. I'm not going to do any DIYing to them because they're beautiful in their natural form. The ones I got at the garage sale were actually antiques. These were A&W root beer bottles, and I actually found an old Clorox jar, so I just went ahead and styled them into my decor. This is an easy thing you can do, and you can usually find them for pretty cheap at garage sales, or you can pick them up at thrift stores. One thing Hobby Lobby has a lot of is baskets. They have this whole section over, at least in my store, by the bathroom, where it's a couple aisles worth of baskets, different kinds, different colors, different styles. You can also find baskets in the home decor area, which is up by the front of the store, and then you can also find baskets usually in their seasonal decor. So I picked out a few different baskets. I'm going to go ahead, take them outside. We're going to give them a few coats of spray paint, and I have a few different ones here. I have this long basket that I've had forever. I'm going to go ahead and give this a black coat. I saw some really cool black baskets at Hobby Lobby, and then I'm going to go ahead and take this basket. I've had this one for a while, never did anything with it. We're going to paint this one brown, and then I have this metal basket, and we're going to give this a coat of black. I spray painted it white first, decided it really needed that black metal look, so we're going to go back and spray paint it black. And then I had one other basket that's kind of reminiscent of an apple basket, plus one of those heavy duty straw baskets. So we're going to give that one a quick coat of white paint. All I did was use spray paint, and we created some really great storage options and decor options. Here they are. Let me know if you're going to try any of these different colored baskets. My favorite was the black one. Let me know down in the comments which one was yours. yeah, Hobby Lobby has a ton of our vases and planters. They are in all the sections of the store. You can find them in the spring ones, which are 66% off right now. You can find them in the home decor area. They just have several different options to choose from. I kept seeing these two-toned ones that had some texture, and I've also seen these vases on some high-end decor websites. So I decided these were the vases I was going to try to recreate for you guys. So I picked up this vase and this cute little jug at a garage sale, and I'm going to go ahead and use some painter's tape. We're going to tape off the top of our cute little jug. I love mustard color, so I wanted to keep that little stripe of the mustard color. We're going to go ahead and paint over all of the flowers that are on the bottom. On our vase, we're going to go ahead and add some more painter's tape, but this time we're going to go ahead and add a design around the bottom of the vase. You can do any design you want. You can do just one line. I just kind of went in a zigzag pattern. Once I had all the tape on, I was ready to get my paint assembled. So I had some dirt that I picked up from the outside from my backyard. I just added some of my Cashew Waverly chalk paint to it, gave it a good stir. My paint was kind of thick and it really wasn't the color I was going for, so I added a little bit of brown acrylic paint and I gave it a good stir with a dowel. Once I had that stirred up, I added a little bit of water because it was still a little bit too thick, and then I gave it another good stir. I decided I wanted a little bit more dirt, so I added some more dirt to that until I got my desired texture. This is kind of one of those techniques you're just going to have to play with until you figure out how much you want. So once I get it on there or get it to the desired texture, I'm ready to paint it onto my projects. I'm just using a foam brush here, and I'm going to go ahead and adhere it to our projects. I gave it about 3 coats because I didn't want any of the underneath part to shine through. I waited for it to totally dry, and then I removed the painter's tape from it. I had a couple of little spots that were kind of gloopy. I just kind of wipe those away, and then that is it. I love how these turned out. They were pretty easy to make. There's several different techniques you could use for this, but let me know what you think about them. I loved it. Let me know what you think. So Hobby Lobby has a lot of different kinds of planters, like I mentioned before, but they also have these really pretty wall hanging planters. I really like the galvanized metal, but I found these farmhouse ones at a garage sale. I picked up this set of them, and all together they make the same piece that they have at Hobby Lobby, but these are cut in half and they are able to hang on the wall. So Hobby Lobby's spring florals are 66% off, and I happen to have a garland that matches these exact like paper flowers. So I went ahead and picked up about 6 of these, and then I'm going to go ahead. This is super easy. We're going to just take a bundle of 3 of them, bend that in half, throw it into our planter. It gives it a really pretty full look. I'm going to go ahead. I had a specific place in mind on my home and that I was going to hang these, and I'm just going to go ahead and hang them up. That is it for this. I love how they turned out, and they definitely give my living room a nice high-end farmhouse feel. So something Hobby Lobby has a lot of is lanterns. They have a whole section of lanterns. They have large ones, small ones. My favorite are when they come out with the fall and Christmas lanterns. I have a few from there, but I just love to decorate with those lanterns. And so I've had this lantern in my stash for about 3 years. I wasn't really sure what to do with it. When I was at Hobby Lobby, I saw this really pretty wood lantern, and I kind of got inspired to change this lantern into that. So I went ahead and removed the glass from this lantern, took the pieces out carefully. They were like foam glued in there somehow, like into the pieces. I'm not going to put the glass back in, so I just went ahead and removed it, took it outside. I'm going to give it a couple coats of this brown spray paint. I'm going to bring it on back inside and give it a good couple of dry brushes around the entire lantern, because the piece, I want it to look a little bit more like wood, so we're going to use a lighter brown color. That is all I'm going to do to this lantern. Super easy. You can decorate for all seasons with this, and it ends up being a timeless piece. really love vintage items, and something that I see a lot at garage sales are milk glass. If you're not familiar with what milk glass is, I'm going to put a picture right here so you can see what it is. But milk glass, I find it a lot at garage sales. Now, when I was at Hobby Lobby, I saw some pieces that reminded me of milk glass, and I decided these would be an easy thing to do. So I found these two vases at a garage sale. I'm not going to do anything to them. Chances are these are actually vintage because the garage sale I got it at had all the vintage items. So I'm not going to do anything, no DIYing to them. I'm just going to stick them in with some more of my amber glass. These are just basically vignette fillers. You can put them just by themselves. You can add florals if you want. I'm leaving mine blank today. I just love how they look and the timeless look of these, but these are really easy ways to decorate in your home to give it a little bit of a vintage look, but also to give it a high-end Hobby Lobby look as well. It is your guys' time to vote, so pick which of the projects that you thought looked the most like the Hobby Lobby dupe, or just the one that you felt was your most favorite Hobby Lobby dupe. If you want to keep on crafting with me, check out this video next, and as always, wherever you are in your journey is a perfect place to start, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!